Namaste, Har Har Mahadev. This is Arnika and you're watching Arnika Vlog. And in today's video, we are going to discuss something which is very important in today's generation, that is the dark psychology, or dark secrets of the internet or social media. So guys, see, imagine if you're waking up tomorrow and discovering that every decision you have made from the last 10 years wasn't entirely yours. That every swipe, that every click, that every opinion, every purchase, some predict it before you even thought about it. Sounds like a science fiction, isn't it? It's your phone, guys. Here's something very terrifying. Most people believe that they use social media, but what if social media actually using them? So there was a story in 2018. A student from a college decided to delete Instagram for 7 days. Day 1, Cape unlocked his phone for few minutes, not because someone's messaging him, not because he had work, simply because his thumb automatically moved towards the Insta icon. When it wasn't there, he felt anxious, he felt restlessness, almost uncomfortable. He realized something is disturbing here. He wasn't opening Instagram consciously anymore. His brain had memorized that moment. It was muscle memory. So by day 3, what happened? He kept picking up his phone, unlocking it, looking at the blank home screen, locking it, then repeating the same cycle. Then 2 minutes later, there was no purpose, no reason, just a habit. But the end of the weekend, he estimated he unlocked his phone over 200 times every day. Then when he realized he wasn't addicted, it was addicted to the content. He was addicted towards clicking. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. That wasn't an accident. It was design. So guys, psychology behind it says that human evolved to seek new information. Thousands and thousands of years ago, curiosity helped them to survive. It brewed the moment you look, it heard a sound, you investigate it, right? So that's why today the same survival instinct get triggered every single day, every single time to your phone vibrate, every single notification whispers one simple message, that is, there might be something important your brain cannot ignore. Might, that is called as curiosity loop. But notifications are just the beginning of the game, because the real weapon is something that we called as attention economy. And once you understand it, you will never ever in your life looked at the social media the same way again. Wait second. Okay, sorry. Okay, fine, cool. Okay, so the next we'll talk about what is the attention and economy. So what I told you, that Facebook, Insta, your TikTok, Snap, YouTube, they are not competing for your money. They are competing for something far more valuable. It's your attention, guys. Attention. Imagine entering into a casino. There are no clock, no window, but bright light, endless game, soft music. Everything is designed to keep you inside. Now replace the slot machine with the video. Replace the poker table with the reel. Replace the clip with your life. Congratulations, you're holding the world's most profitable casino. Your smartphone, guys. People think they are consumers. They are not the customers. Pay. You do not, advertise to think. That means you are the product being sold. Your attention, your behavior, your emotion, your habit, everything's become a data. Infinite scrolling. Have you ever wondered why social media never ends? Books end, movie end, television episode end, except Tarak Mehta. But scrolling, never end. Infinity scrolling remove the natural stopping point. And without stopping point, your brain keeps on going and going and going. One more post, one more reel, one more video, that's all, until 2 hours disappears. You know what? This is called as curiosity bridge. But the attention alone does not do it enough. The platform also needs something stronger. They need your attention, and they find it out inside your brain chemistry. Now guys, I would like to share you something that is called as dopamine trap. Have you ever posted something, then checked your phone every few minutes waiting for someone's that like? That's not the weakness. That is neuroscience. Teenager uploads a photo. 5 minutes later, no like, he feel disappointed. Then 10 minutes later, 20 likes. Suddenly, he feels happiness. She smiles. Here, the mood swing or the mood changes. Refresh again. 30 likes, 40 likes, again and again and again and again. Hour later, she isn't enjoying the photo anymore. She chasing that number. Science says that every unpredictable reward release a dopamine, not the happiness, motivation. Your brain start expecting another reward, maybe the next notification, maybe the next video, maybe the next message. The uncertainty is exactly what makes it powerful. It is the same psychology principle used in the slot machine. So let's take an example. If you ever notice how your post goes viral, sometimes isn't it? Does not, right? The that inconsistency keeps you coming back. If every post goes at the same attention, you stop caring about it. Viewable rewards keep hoping alive. Hope keeps people scrolling. Hope keeps people scrolling consciously. There is curiosity, but social media does not change your habit. It changes the way how you see your own self. You know what, guys? There was a comparison between prisoners. The biggest lie social media ever told us wasn't the fake news. It was convincing millions of people that everything else has been better in their life. A young professional opened his Insta during a lunch. Vacation post, luxury car, perfect friendship, fitness transformation, business success. He closed the app and feels he is failing. What he does not see is the depth, agreement, loneliness, depression, failure. Because nobody posts the ordinary day. They post the highlight. Then you compare our behind the scenes that everyone else have the movie that's having two sides. One is the, we can say the happy side, and one is the negative or the sad side. Everyone will share the happy side. Human nature compare themselves. Social media multiplies the number of people we are comparing ourselves with. Not 10, not 50, but millions, billions. No brain evolved from that. Affects anxiety, FOMO, loneliness, depression, body image issue. Then not because your life becoming worse, because your expectations once become unreal. Transformation, but here's something even scary. You are not choosing what you see. Sometimes something else is choosing for you. Now there was the algorithm, better than you yourself. That algorithm know who you are, what you are. What if your phone understands your pattern, personality before your family dies? A man watch a fitness video. From tomorrow, 5 more appear. Then the protein supplements appears. Then the gym influencers appears on the app. Then dieting. Within a week, his entire online world changes. Not because he searched for it, but because the algorithm predicts that he stayed longer over there. AI explained that algorithm does not ask what is true. They ask what keep you watching. That changes everything. Echo chamber. Eventually, you stop seeing different opinions. You're only seeing what comforts you, what you already believe, without even realizing that your world is becoming smaller and smaller. And once the algorithm controls you, control your attention, they start, changing something even deeper. Your ability to think. Now we'd like to share the death of deep thinking. See, when was the last time you sat quietly without touching your phone for 10 minutes? A writer once locked his phone away for a week. The first 2 days he could not focus at all. His brain demanded solution, stimulation. By the day 5, ideas started flowing again and again. Finished more work than he had in a month. Now, what happened here is constant scrolling train your brain to expect novelty every few seconds. Books feel slow, right? Work feel is boring. Conversation feel long. Creativity disappeared because creativity needs boredom. Transformation, fortunately, the brain can recover, but only if your choice friend. Now there was a video in which he has told us about escaping the matrix. So the good news here is the same brain that's become addictive can become free from addiction. How? Let's say by a story. A CEO realized he spent nearly a 6 to 8 hours every day on his phone. He decided that he would not quit technology, he will change his relationship with it. No phone in the boardroom. Notification once off. 1 hour of reading every morning. Walking without a headphone. 3 months later, his anxiety dropped. His productivity doubled. He finally has present again. Key tips are digital detox isn't about deleting everything. It's about regaining control. Create friction. Turn off notifications. Schedule your social media. Protect your morning. Embrace boredom, because boredom isn't your enemy. It's where your creativity begins. And now, one more question remains. What's the final choice? One day you will unlock your phone for the last minute, not because you want it, but because your life is ended. The question is that how many followers will you have? The question is how much of your life did you actually live? Instead of watching someone else, reflection. Technology isn't evil. Social media isn't evil, but it is powerful tool, demands responsibility. The problem begins when the tool starts controlling yourself. Every hour spent, every scrolling isn't an hour couldn't spend in creating something, learning something, building something, living something. Final message, I just want to say that the greatest battle of 21st century isn't happening on the battlefield, but it's happening, inside ourselves, our mind. Every notification is asking you one question: who controls your attention? Because whatever controls your attention eventually will control your life. So before you pick your phone again, ask yourself a single simple question: am I using a social media, or is social media using me? If this documentary change the way you think, share it with someone who spend more time in scrolling than living. And remember, protect your attention, because your attention is creating your future.